Okay, and welcome to circuits number 8. This is bodyweight circuits number 8. First exercise is going to be your plank to push-up. So you're going to start on the forearms in a plank position, and then from there you're going to walk your way up onto the palms of your hands, perform a nice solid push-up, and then take yourself down from there. If you need to scale that down, you could just hold a plank, you could just do the push-ups. If you've got a TRX, you can do a TRX chest press. Couple of different variations with that one. Next up after this, you've got your crossing lunges. So these are bodyweight lunges. You can hold a suspension trainer at mid-length for crossing lunges. Turn them into like crossing balance lunges if you've got a TRX. You want to keep your torso as tall as you can, so no hunching over or rounding in the back or anything. Stepping left and right. Try and get that knee behind the lead limb on these. Next up after these are the bent over Ys. So from where you are now, you're going to hinge yourself at the hips, get a nice flat back with these. You're going to draw the arms out in a nice solid Y position. Good squeeze between the shoulder blades on this, and then bring the hands in. By hinging at the hips, we use gravity to work against that to get those upper back muscles working. So solid bent over Ys with ease. Next up after that, good solid seesaw lunges. So heads up, chest up. Now in this demo, I'm just going off one side and one side only. You can obviously alternate the legs. But you're going to lunge forward, keeping the torso nice and tall. Drive off the lead foot. Foot comes back. Dig the toes into the ground. And then drive on up from there. So what you're not doing is you're not resetting at the tall position. So you're literally stepping forwards. Stand up nice and tall, step back. Then we got clock touch. So from where you are now, you're going to be jogging on the spot. I'm going to shout out some numbers. So you're going to be in the middle of a clock face, and when I shout out the number, you're going to run out and touch that number. Okay? So just nice and easy, jogging on the spot. If I said 12 there, you'd run forwards and hit the 12. If I was to say the 3, it's out to your right-hand side. If I was to say the 6, it's right behind you. And each time you reset in, there's the number 9. Each time you reset into a strong jog position. Then we have leg thread and a push-up. Now again, you might just regress this just to the leg thread. That's not a problem. So just taking this down. Just the leg thread. If though you've got the mobility, then you can do the leg thread and perform a push-up. Makes it a bit more spicy. Once you've done those, you have a sumo squat. So you're going to go nice and wide with this stance on these. So nice and wide on the sumo squats. Keeping the head up, the chest up. Just dropping on down into it. Keeping the breathing relaxed as you do so. Only go to a depth that you feel comfortable with this with ease. Now you can use a suspension trainer if you want to. You don't have to. Okay, once you've done those, you've got a side plank, so nice and easy. You're going to be taking yourself into the side plank with ease. We're going to go off the left elbow first on round 1. Then we'll be hitting up your right elbow on round 2. And then we're going to do 20 seconds either side on round 3. So remember, these workout sections, they're going to be 40 seconds on and 20 seconds off with these. So once you've nailed these side planks, your next exercise is going to be the mountain climbers. So nice and easy with these. So strong push-up position, and you're just going to cycle those legs through. Now if this should give you any grief on the wrists or anything along those lines, you can place your hands on your couch, your sofa, on a table. Just lessen the angle slightly. Otherwise you can come up and jog on the spot. Same movement, just different positioning. So depending on where you're up to and what level you can hold, and you can go for those. And last exercise, you can have a duck and box. So you can imagine a punch or a hook is coming in. You're going to have to duck underneath it. Then you're going to throw a couple of jabs to the head. Duck underneath, couple of jabs. Duck underneath, couple of jabs. So that's going to be your 10th exercise on this workout, guys. So we've got 20 seconds coming up where we're going to be able to get into our first position, ready for those plank to push-ups. All right, so from where you are now, take yourself down to the ground. Make sure your training area is nice and clear. Down onto the forearms, keep the heels driven away from the head. Let's get this body position locked in, so nice and long and strong on these. All right, in 5 seconds, you can take your time with these, but we're going to go from that plank up into the push-up position. Ready? And away you go. So, strong push-up, strong plank position. Come up onto the hands. Lock a strong push-up position in. Let's keep those elbows pointing backwards in an arrow position. Then from there, we're going to nail that push-up and then back down onto those forearms. If you need to, then you can go from the plank position up onto the hands, put the knees down, but as long as you keep a nice strong plank position locked in, and then perform a push-up. Reset to a strong full body plank before coming back down onto the forearms. 5 more seconds on this, then you get that 20 seconds breather. Let's get ready for the next exercise. And relax there. Well done. So you got 20 seconds to bring yourself up. We've got the crossing lunges coming up here. Basically, it's like a curtsy. Okay, 9 seconds before you go. All right, 3, 2, 1, and go. So nice and smooth and steady. Sweep the leg behind. Try and get the leg that is sweeping behind. Try and get that knee behind that lead leg. Keep the torso nice and tall. As I'm doing here with the hands, I can sweep those hands across just to offset and help with the balance a little bit. Go at your own pace on this. Go at your own depth on this. All right, last 15 seconds. Keep it smooth. Keep it steady. Keep the torso nice and tall. 10 seconds. All right, almost there on this one, and relax. All right, get yourself ready for those bent over Ys. So you kind of want the feet round about shoulder width apart. You can soften the knees slightly. You're going to hinge at the hips. So imagine there's a rubber band around your hips, and somebody's pulling on that rubber band to pull you right back. You got a nice flat back with ease. Hands are out, down, point towards the ground in front of you. And let's go. Smooth and steady. You want you to bring those hands up into a nice strong Y position with a big squeeze between the shoulder blades, and then bring those hands down for me. So nice and smooth and steady on this. Don't be afraid to add a pause at the end range so you get a nice squeeze between the shoulder blades here. Imagine somebody's going to put an orange in between your shoulder blades. You've got to juice that orange. If you really want to make this harder, you could grab a couple of dumbbells. If you've got dumbbells or tins of beans, and relax there. All right, bring yourself up. We've got your seesaw lunge. Now, it's entirely up to you. You can do this first set off your left leg, second set off the right leg, and then alternate in your third set. Or you might just alternate the legs on all 3 sets. It's not a problem. 5 seconds before you go. So heads up, chest up, get nice and tall, like you stood to attention. Ready? And away you go. So lead with that left leg. So you lunge forwards. Now drive off the leg. The leg goes back. Dig the toes in. Reset nice and tall. If you're alternating legs, then go off your opposite leg now, which is your right leg. If you're not, if you're staying on one side, crack on. Away you go. You could have a sandbag out in front of you up to your chest with this one. You could be holding a kettlebell up to your chest with this one. A couple of different variations and way to do it. Almost there on this one. 3 more seconds. Keep the chin up off the chest. And relax. Well done. All right. It's the clock touch. So get yourself in the middle of a clock face. You don't need major room for this one. You might just even tap down and stay on the spot. 10 seconds before you go. I'm going to lead you around different points on the clock face. Touch those points as I shout them out. You got 3 seconds. Start jogging on the spot. 12. 6. I'm going to send you right round the clock now. 3. 2. 7. Get back to the center and get jogging on the spot. Let's go. 2. 5. 1. 7. Come on, faster with those feet now. 6. 11. 4. And relax. Well done. All right, you got 20 seconds to take yourself down to the ground. Now, with this one, you could just hold the push-up position and just go for that leg thread, or you're going to go for that leg thread and the push-up, okay? So leg thread and push-up, or just the leg thread. Okay, 3 seconds. If this gets too much, get ready, and away you go. If this gets too much, well, you might just do a straight arm plank, okay? But for now, if you can do the whole thing, go for it. Thread the leg, perform a push-up, reset, thread the leg, perform a push-up, reset. Do not be afraid to rest when you need to on any of these. I know you're going for 40 seconds and only getting a 20 seconds breather. But if you need a breather, take it. It's not a problem. All right, 10 seconds. Keep the plank position locked in from your ear down to your shoulder, down to your hip. And relax there. Well done. All right, bring yourself up. You got sumo squats. If you've got any kit that you want to weight this with, whether it's a kettlebell, sandbag, rucksack on your back, small child, then feel free to grab them now. Get your feet wider than they would normally be, with the knees turned out and the toes turned out. Get ready, and away you go. Slowly sink down into that squat. Knees tracking forward as your hips are coming back, keeping the chin up off the chest. There you go, there's 10 seconds gone already. 25% done, no problems for you guys. Halfway, 20 seconds left. Now, if you don't have any weights, 2 ways to mess around with this. Speed it up or slow it down. Slowing it right down can make it harder, and obviously speeding it up, as long as you can keep the form, can make it harder. Stand by. Relax there, team. Well done. All right, we've got a side plank, so take yourself down to the ground. We're going to go off your left elbow first, team. Left elbow first. Now, if you need to, you can break at the knees. So you can go from your knee, your hip, up to your shoulder. That'll make it a little bit easier. You can go for the full body version as I'm doing here. Ready? And away you go. Now, this is going to be 40 seconds. You do not have to hold it for the 40 seconds. You may hold it for 10 seconds and have a breather. Come up, give me another 10 seconds and have a breather. Whichever one you do, and you're already halfway through with 20 seconds left. If the form starts to break down, take yourself down to the ground, reset that form before bringing yourself back on up. You don't have to place your arm in the air like me. You could have your top hand on the ground for extra support. And relax there. Well done. All right, roll yourself over onto your front for your alternating squat thrust, aka mountain climbers. So we want a nice straight line between your ear, your shoulder, and your hip on this, keeping the plank position locked in. As these legs cycle through, you've got 5 seconds. Get ready. And away you go. If this is going to give your wrist any issues, bring yourself up. Place your hands on the table, on a bench. Something that's going to lessen the incline. And then, if that's too much, then you can just jog on the spot. As you drive their legs away from you, you want to drive that heel away, because you want to think of this as a plank position. 15 seconds on this. Keep these legs cycling through for his team. Last 10 seconds. Keep the breathing nice and relaxed. Don't hold the breath for 40 seconds. Don't want your head to turn into like a blueberry. And relax there. It's the duck and box, which means this is the end of round 1, ladies and gentlemen. So get your fists up, get your guard up. You're walking into the ring. You're feeling good. This is round 1. So you're going to duck underneath the first punch that's coming in, or a swing that's coming for your head. You're going to throw a couple of jabs. Then you're going to duck underneath. Ready? Go for it. Show us what you can do. Let's get a little nice bit of pace in this. So you're ducking underneath, jab, jab, ducking underneath, jab, jab. You're nice and light on the feet. There we go. You need to name your fists. I've named mine the Judge and the Executioner. So I need you to, you could be Thunder and Lightning. Okay? You could have Harry and Sally. Okay, so get those going. Nice and light in the feet. Throw them out. No rest. Come on. You get a 20 seconds breather after this. And round 1 will be boxed off. Last 3 seconds. And relax, outstanding. All right, take yourself down to the ground. Get yourself back into that plank position. Down onto the forearms. Body long and strong because you're going in 11 seconds. All right, stand by. Good strong plank position. Ready for the push-up. And away you go. Show us what you can do here, crew. You want to keep that neck space open as well. So if you're performing any of the push-ups, keep your shoulders as far away from your ears as you can. Solid. Keep the hips nice and still as well. Imagine there's like a glass of water on your back. Okay, you don't want to spill that water. Okay, strong push-up. There we go. Back down onto the forearms. Here comes the breather. Now. All right, take a well-earned 20 seconds breather. We're back into those crossing lunges, crew. Okay, we're going to sweep that leg behind. Okay, 4 seconds. If you want to grab any weight and load this, you can. Ready? And away you go. As long as it doesn't put any excess pressure on your knees or your joints or anything, you just want to let this flow. There you go. There's 10 seconds gone already. Ideal. All right, halfway through. Love it. You can see I'm digging these toes in as well, not pointing these toes away from the body on this back leg. So I'm getting that movement through the toes. Keep the toes nice and mobile, that's what we want. And relax there. All right, it's the bent over Y's. Go grab your tins of beans, maybe a cat in each hand. Okay, we got 10 seconds. If you got any dumbbells, kettlebells be a little bit harder. But you could do it with kettlebells. Okay, bent over Y's, guys, and away you go. Watch out for this one. If you find yourself getting, as you get tired, the tendency is you start to become more upright. So just have a self-check now and again. If you've got a mirror that you can just look over to your side to, or some windows that you can just see if your reflection. If you start to get taller and taller and more upright, we're going to be losing less effect on the upper back here, team. You got 15 seconds. Almost there. Last second and relax. Well done. Back into your seesaw lunges. All right. So obviously if you just did the left leg last time, well, you're going to have to do the right leg this time. Otherwise you'll walk around in a circle. If you were alternating the legs though, then I strongly suggest you alternate the legs. Ready? And away you go. Keep that head up and that chest up. No leaning forwards. Imagine, even though you're moving, there's a brick wall in front of your face. Right? If you start to lean forward, you're going to smash your own face into that brick wall. No good. Okay, keep the movement nice and smooth for these last 7 seconds, team. And relax there. Outstanding. Right, it's the clock touch. So get jogging on the spot for me. Nice and light, nothing too major. But every time I shout out these numbers, you're going to quick, boom, drive over, tap down on that clock face, and then reset to a nice solid jog on the spot. Ready? We got 3 seconds. Listen out for the first number. 7, 2, 5, 11, 3, 9, 1, 6, 6, 8, 4, 11, 4, And relax. Well done. 20 seconds breather, guys, to get yourself ready for your push-up and leg thread. 10 seconds on this. All right, 5 seconds. Get ready. Remember, if you want to leave the leg thread out, you can. Off you go. But you have been doing the push-ups on the push-up and plank to push-up. If you want to leave the push-ups out and just do the leg thread, that's fine. And if you need to scale that down to a full straight arm plank, no worries. Already halfway through on this one. All right, 10 seconds. Last 5. And relax there. Superb. All right, get ready for your sumo squats. Go grab those kettlebells, sandbags, dumbbells, small children, and pieces of furniture that aren't nailed down. Go grab them if you want to use them to make these a little bit harder. You got 4 seconds. And away you go. That's the one. Smooth and steady. Take your time. If you are speeding up, no problems. However, the form and the technique has got to be good. Watch out for speeding it up. Speed can hide some errors. You got 8 seconds left. 20 seconds breather after this, remember? And relax. Right, it's down into the side plank. Now, we did the left elbow last time, so you've got to go off your right side this time. So get yourself down to the ground. Make sure that right elbow is directly underneath that right shoulder. Make sure your left shoulder's over your right shoulder. Make sure your left hip is over your right hip. Ready? And up you come. So remember what I said on round 1, you can use that top hand for support if you want to. There's 10 seconds already gone, so if you want to take a little breather now before you reset, alright, if you want to come back up and lock that in, you can do. You're still going to think, if you're full body here, you're still going to think about driving the heels away from your head. Keep your body long and strong. Only 10 seconds left. We're going to stay on that ground for those alternating mountain climbers, if I remember rightly. And relax there. You got a 20 seconds breather, team. Ready for those alternating squat thrusts, aka mountain climbers. All right, stand by. Last 5 seconds. And relax there. Well done. Outstanding. All right. So from where you are now, we've got the duck and box. You got 10 seconds before this creeps in. 5 seconds. All right. Round 2 on this, team. Get ready. And away you go. Nice and light in the feet. You're ducking left, you're ducking right, you're throwing 2 jabs, landing them on that target. Keep the breathing relaxed as you duck, team. 15 seconds left, that's all. Don't let the pace die off now, come on. Keep the speed in there. Last couple. And relax. Well done. All right, team. It's round 3 of 3. Here we go. Final 10 minutes worth of work. You've boxed off 20 minutes. 10 minutes left to go. All right, here we go. So down into that strong plank position. Lock it in. You might be just at the point where you're just doing the plank now. Ready? And away you go. So from that strong plank into that push-up, lock this in. Halfway through. Outstanding. There we go. No need to rush it. Take your time. We're into single figures. Last couple of seconds. We've got crossing lunges up next. And relax. All right, bring yourself up and out. Get ready for these crossing lunges. Don't be afraid to grab a drink if you need to, guys. Don't know where you're training. You might be out in the park. You might be out in your apartment. You might be in your house, in your garden. Keep your fluids on board. So little sips. Keep yourself hydrated. Preferably water and not like gin and tonic or anything. Ready? And away you go. So, third and final set on these crossing balance lunges. Again, smooth movement with ease. Don't rush them. All right, 6 more seconds. That's all you got. Let them sweep. Keep the balance. And relax. Bent over wise, team. Bent over wise. Not that you haven't already, but make sure every single exercise counts on this third and final round. Okay, get yourself ready. And away you go. We're sweeping those arms out. Nice big Y. You're trying to get the fingertips as far away from the shoulders as you can here. So you don't want any bent elbows or anything. Keep the fingertips as far away from those shoulders as you can. It's almost like you're trying to stretch out your arms as you come into that nice big Y position. Alright, we've got 6 more seconds left on these. Couple more reps is what I want in a smooth movement. And relax. Right, it's the seesaw lunge. So if you've only done the left leg on round 1 and then you did the right leg on round 2, you're going to have to alternate legs on this one. I'll get you thinking. Obviously, if you've been alternating legs on rounds 1 and 2, well, you can alternate legs on round 3. Stand by. Here is round 3 now. Let's go for it. Third and final round of these seesaw lunges. Making sure that you're alternating the legs, guys. Halfway through, 20 seconds. Keep that torso nice and tall for these last 10 seconds. Keep the pace up. Don't let it die off. Come on, all the way. I want a solid 40 seconds on this. And relax. Well done. It's that clock touch. Third and final round on these. Get yourself into the middle of that clock face. Heads up, chest up. Breathing relaxed. All right, let's really get some pace in this then, team. Ready. 6, 3, 5, 2, 1. 10, 8, 3, 9, 2, 5, 7, 1, And relax there, team. Awesome. Outstanding. Here we go. I do believe we have 5 minutes left. So you've boxed off 25, guys. You've got 5 left to pay in. So strong push-up position. Ready for this leg thread and push-up, guys. 5 seconds. Stand by. And away you go. 40 seconds of leg thread and push-up. Or just the leg thread. Or just the push-up. Or just the straight arm plank. If you want to come up, place your hands on the wall. Placing your hands on the wall will make this a lot easier. You can still give the movement a go. Get that mobility in there and stuff. But less pressure on your joints. 9 seconds, so find the appropriate level for you. 4 seconds. And relax. Well done. All right, bring yourself up. Last set of sumo squats for today. So get those feet nice and wide. So knees wide, feet turned out. Wide stance on this. 3 seconds before you go. Ready? And go. Descend into these, smooth and steady. Imagine you're in a... Normally I say when you're doing squats, you're popping up and down in a tube. Still a tube, it's just a bigger one, right? Otherwise you wouldn't be able to separate your feet and your knees. Okay, halfway on these. Don't let them break down, falter or fail. Keep the form and the technique nice and high. Five more seconds on this, team. And relax. 20 seconds breather. Alright, we've got the side plank. We're going to start on the left elbow. We're going to nail 20 seconds and then immediately flip over to the right hand side and nail 20 seconds that side. So 20 seconds either side, starting on your left hand side. You are going in 3, 2, 1 and go. So strong side plank, left elbow only. Ready to change sides in 3, 2, 1, go. Change sides for us. Make sure you're going off that right elbow now. Don't hold the breath. Don't want to see a big red head. Almost there on this one. And relax. Well done. Roll over onto your front and set yourself up. Ready for your mountain climbers, aka alternating squat thrusts. 10 seconds, my mistake. 10 seconds before you rock and roll on these. Alright, stand by. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Final 40 seconds on these. Rep them out. Let's go. Knees pumping. Legs are like a pair of pistons. Firing in and out, alternating those legs. Halfway. You got 10 seconds left and 10 seconds only now. Keep the legs going. Come on. Right to the end. And relax. Well done. Bring yourself up and out for today's final duck and box. Here we go. Definitely going to finish strong and fast on these now. Last 10 seconds. Stand by. Heads up, chest up. Get the guard up. All right. Eyes on the prize. And away you go. Terminate that target. So duck underneath, punch, punch. Duck underneath, punch, punch. Let's go. 10 seconds already gone. Your opponent can't take it, or the target can't take it. Fists of fury. Halfway. Don't take your eyes off that target now. If you do, you don't know where that target's going. Last 10 seconds. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for jumping into this exercise today and this circuit training. And I hope to see you soon. Take care, guys.